When I was a child, I grew up in one of the most dangerous little towns in America. Right off the Hudson River in New York, about midway between Albany and New York, in a place called Newburgh. There were gangs, prostitutes, and crackheads in the streets, graffiti all over every building, and gunshots and sirens just about every night. It was so bad that after a while you just tuned it out. Like it was just background noise. You see, I think your brain does that so you can focus on survival. There were nights where we didn't have food, just Kool-Aid with no sugar, cereal with no milk. That's life. Where you walked to school and kept your head down because you didn't want the wrong person to lock eyes with you. It was like living in a jungle where predators were everywhere looking for their next meal, and you knew that you were on the menu. Honestly, it was such a traumatic experience for me growing up like that. My father left when I was a baby, so I didn't have the comfort of a strong father figure at home. Just me and my lioness of a mother trying to protect me and my two brothers. I had every excuse to join a gang, every excuse to turn to drugs, every excuse to turn to crime, but I didn't. You see, because I knew I had a higher purpose in this life. My mother told me a story about when I was young, dealing with health problems, that she prayed for God to take my life and use it for His glory. You see, I caught meningitis when I was a baby, and it almost killed me, and for years I had reoccurring seizures that kept trying to take me out. I could barely sit up, stand, or walk until I was a little over 3 years old. But my mother told me that at her weakest point, she saw me standing up in my crib in the middle of the night, and I was babbling and laughing. Right next to me, there was a glowing figure, according to her, right next to my crib. She got so scared, she ran and turned on the lights. The figure was gone. She said that she had woken up from a dream telling her that God was going to use me for something special. From then on, I knew that I had a purpose. And maybe that purpose is right now, for you to listen to this message and understand that it doesn't matter what has happened to you in the past. What matters is what you do in your present to mold the future that you want. In Genesis, the Bible says that God created us in His image. I believe that people say that the image refers to His physical likeness, but I say, nah, you got it wrong. That image refers to His power of creation. If the power of God is to create and sustain all things, then it stands to reason that He created us to be able to create and sustain things that pertain to our own existence. Think about how you can just create thought out of nowhere. You can just conjure a thought with no input, no rhyme or reason for its context. Like, boom, thought. This power of thought is so unique and powerful that you can literally create things into physical space using your thoughts. How do you think everything you're surrounded with was created? Even the screen that you're looking at as you watch this recorded video or listen to this recorded voice that I'm speaking to you, all this technology and the buildings and the infrastructure that we all have, it wasn't spontaneously generated out of thin air. It was brought into existence beginning with thought. Let me tell you something you probably have already figured out at this point. You have that power. You have the power to turn your dreams into reality. Just remember that you're competing with everybody else's dreams and understand that you have to work. You have to get up in the morning and work. You want to lose weight? Easy. You already know what you have to do. You have to be willing to put aside the wasteful thoughts and behaviors that stop you from doing what really matters in your life. You want $1 million in the bank? Easy. You have to stop spending money on stupid things and addictions and start spending money on things that make money. You want to have a great relationship? Easy. Fix your most important relationship first, the one you have with yourself. Then you'll find that other relationships become easier. You want to have success? Easy. First, figure out what that means to you. What is success to you? And then set up small goals to achieve those. And then eventually, as you build up momentum accomplishing small goals, you'll be able to tackle and conquer bigger and bigger goals as you make your way to your ideal success. You want your dreams to become reality? Then follow your dreams and stop thinking that you don't have the power to do it, because you do. If you're living and you're breathing, then you have the power to accomplish your dreams. There are really no excuses. Those are only roadblocks that you put up yourself on your own road to success. Use your power, use your thought to tear down those roadblocks and rebuild yourself to the person you want to be. Because everything that you could ever possibly want in your life, it can start now just by using your thoughts.